how I feel about this. You know, Bruce's Beach, the family, remember we brought you this story. Their ancestors had purchased this coastal property. They wanted to have a place where black people, brown people could go and not be harassed, not have to deal with segregation, racism. The land was stolen from them. Bruce's Beach. And now we've learned the family who got the land back, people got behind them, spurred on by everything that was going on in 2020 and this awakening for some people. They got the land back, valuable land. And yet today there's word the family will sell the land back to Los Angeles for $20 million. It makes me think that this was the plan all along. And that to me is not enough for this prime real estate. 6 months ago, Los Angeles County leaders signed off on returning 2 parcels of beachfront property in Manhattan Beach to the Bruce family. The first example of the government giving back land to a black family after acknowledging it had been stolen. Now the family has decided to sell the Bruce's Beach property back to the county for nearly $20 million. In the early 1900s, Willa and Charles Bruce were pushed out of a bustling resort they had built, beloved by the area's black community. KKK, along with other white residents of the area, plotted to drive the family away. And city officials later condemned their property in 1924 through eminent domain, that trick again, claiming they needed the lots for a park. Family's resort was demolished and the Bruce family moved away. The park would not be built for decades. It was all a lie. Descendant Anthony Bruce said that his grandfather, Bernard Bruce, the grandson of Willa and Charles, had spent decades trying to restore the family's legacy. He was obsessed about it because he knew how much it was worth. He was trying to get that land back for almost his entire life. 2006, Bernard had succeeded in getting a historical plaque on the land to mark the Bruce family's contributions. But the 86-year-old died of COVID-19 in January 2021. 18 months before local officials finally voted to transfer the land back to his family. In an effort to right the wrongs of the past, the Los Angeles County Board made the momentous decision in June to return the Manhattan Beach land to the descendants of the Bruces, a move celebrated nationally by reparation advocates. As part of the agreement, Bruce family members had a 2-year window in which they could require the county to buy back the property from them. And now they've decided to do just that. They are exercising the option, if you will, Ben. Listen, I don't have a property or a contract that says somebody has to give me $20 million for it so I can pontificate freely and face no consequences, financially or otherwise. But this hurts. I think the land's worth more, number one, and number two, I think it's priceless. I think it's priceless. It's part of their legacy. It's what their family wanted. It's what so many of us black and brown people understand about what real estate really is. Land, the one thing that you can't create more of. And yes, I think it should be enjoyed by all. What is LA County gonna do with it? What do you think about the family's decision here? Am I being too pie in the sky?
I mean, look, I think that it's a pretty happy outcome for them to be able to become 20 millionaires after all of this. That's an incredibly life-changing amount of money. And more so, it's their decision to do it. They're not being forced to sell the land back. And so, they could have held out potentially for more money. But that said, because this land has been taken from them for so long, they would have had far more than $20 million, of course, by now. And the fact that there's just so many zoning restrictions and building restrictions now on land that would have been theirs, would have been built out, they can't develop it on their own. So they are a bit hamstrung and kind of forced into taking this deal, but at least it's a pretty good outcome. Bruce's Beach is incredible. I've never been, but my friend's been trying to get me to go for a very long time. I just remembered that he sent me this video of how beautiful it is. Look, you can see on my phone. Look at this gorgeous, look to the beach, right on the beach. That's Bruce's Beach. And look how beautiful
that is gorgeous.
The area back in the back. It's just an enormous enormous park property. Could have been an incredible resort.
Yeah.
And it is enjoyed by people now. I just hope that the family is truly happy with this. If they are, then I'm happy. But it's nice to see wrongs at least being righted to some degree. It's, to be able to set the precedent, to be able to pay some reparations for wrong the past, I think is very important. So even if the amount of money isn't what it could have been, I think it's a step very much in the right direction.
Yeah, and I think you helped me because one of the things you said, and I still think they should have got more money, but you're right. It was their decision this time. So yeah, they should be able to do as they wish.
I just wish it happened 18 months earlier. What a bummer. The man fights his whole life to be able to see this happen. His family gets to see it and he doesn't.
Yep.
But
they wanted that legacy. Yeah, they wanted the legacy for their descendants. So